It's a beautiful day out there. Let's go for a walk. It's probably best to start at the very beginning, and I do mean the beginning, 3.8 million years ago. This was the era of the Australopithecus afarensis, one of the longest lived early human species who spanned over 1 million years. This is the species that dear Lucy comes from and was one of our first bipedal walkers. Walking on 2 feet is a defining trait of hominidity which us Homo sapiens belong to, as well as chimps, gorillas and orangutans. Walking was the main method of transportation for tens of thousands of years, with livestock such as oxen or horses only domesticated around 3000 BC. Even then, horses were specialist equipment used for warfare, or oxen for farming and caravanning. This left walking as the main means of transport for the common folk. The first ever travel guide was also a result of walking. The Camino de Santiago is a pilgrimage through Western Europe leading to the shrine of the Apostle James, of which modern-day routes are around 800 kilometres long. The first pilgrimages took place in 1812 AD following the discovery of James's remains in Santiago, and 300 years later the Codex Calixtinus was published as a guide and witness for those taking the walk. It included practical advice such as where to rest, relics to venerate on the way, as well as bad food to be wary of and common scams on the road. If we skip forward another couple of hundred years, in 1864 the Black Forest Wanderverein is formed, down in the south of Germany, the oldest surviving walking club. Within a few decades, a man called Philip Bussemer opened a tourist information centre in his haberdashery shop, specifically to cater for hikers entering the forest. Today, this association has over 65,000 members, organised into local clubs. In the first modern Olympics in Athens 1904, race walking featured as part of the all-rounder, what today we'd call the decathlon. Becoming a standalone event in 1908, it has been contested at every Olympics since, except 1924. Women, however, could only compete at an Olympic level since 1992, when a female event was introduced for Barcelona. And today? Well, nowadays, between the rise of the car and our move into cities, a human walks just 3.5 kilometres a day. Like all exercise, walking produces endorphins and serotonin, chemicals that make us happy. And it's been found that when walking in nature, it actually reduces stress levels as opposed to walking through a city environment. So maybe we should walk just a little further and a little more often. After all, it's done us well for 4 million years so far. Why give it up now, just to drive somewhere instead?